I've seen a lot of videos on Curry's aim routine, and from the videos I watched, people seem to have gotten decent results from doing it, so I decided to try it myself, but on high sense instead. I wanted to see if the aim routine could help me get better at high sensitivity in a game where the majority of people use a low to mid sensitivity. The sense I chose was 1600 DPI 0.25 in game, which is 800 DPI 0.5 in game, or 400 DPI 1 in game. Now I know someone's going to comment,
Well, actually, that's not a high of sensitivity. I play on a 1x1 mouse pad and my DPI is 8001 in game.
everyone is different, and for me this is higher than I'd ever realistically play a tac shooter. Anyway, here's a quick run through of the aim routine. I'm not going into massive detail for two reasons. One, I'm not super educated in the aim training space, and I don't want to lead people into bad habits or ruin their growth. Two, I saw this in a Curry video, so you can watch that to get a more detailed explanation. Also, when you see the task, I'm sure you'll see some situations in Valorant that they can help with. The first task is a little bit of tracking, track back and forth, and that's pretty much about it. Not gonna do every task completely because no point. Another tracking scenario. Okay, now this target isn't tracking, you have to click on it, but it's a tiny target, and this one and the one after this one probably gave me the most trouble on a high sensitivity. Pretty sure I just clicked it. Nope, this one. I think I maybe got a positive score once doing this. But you have to click it multiple times within the box, I believe. But every time you click it, it changes directions, which is extremely hard to do. And then we have this one, just the targets are still. You just flick to targets being still, or you can miss like I just did. Then we have this one, where you are almost tracking and trying to line your shot up as the target is moving. Obviously a decent scenario for Valorant, people swinging or just running across your screen. Another static, well, they're not static, they're like jiggling around a little bit, which kind of mimics a little bit of the 80-80. Not long, like very mini strafes, just like little micro movements, which is pretty good. And then another task where targets are small, but they're moving a lot more than the last task. So you're gonna have to like flick to them and then micro adjust onto them or miss like I just did. Another static task, but when you kill all four of these, they turn into smaller targets. Not exactly sure what this simulates, but I would assume maybe the bigger targets are up close targets and then the smaller ones are distant targets. Then we have this one. The targets start off small and grow bigger. But from the looks of it, this is to kind of help you in pressured situations where multiple targets are on your screen. You kind of have a time limit on if you're gonna be able to kill them or not before they kill you, technically. And then this one, I'm not really sure what this one does, because I don't think people move diagonally that often. Either way, it seems to help with little micro adjustments and moving, kind of shifting your focus from one type of aim to another. But yeah, that is the aim routine. 11 tasks, and I did it once before, and I tried to do either once or twice after my session of playing. So, and then we move on to spectacular day one, and like any other day one, I was complete cheeks. And my bad habit of apparently not being able to shoot people that are blind. I don't know if anybody else has the same problem, but I literally cannot shoot people that are blind. It doesn't make sense. The little thing around their head just makes it seem 10 times harder. It makes it feel like their head is bigger, but it's not. And I'm shooting all around their head and I'm just completely whiffing. Yeah, my aim was shaky and I was whiffing really hard in the first game on day one, but it's to be expected. I haven't really played Valorant in a long time, and I'm playing on a sense that's pretty high for me. This first game was definitely rough for me. High sense is definitely a challenge, but not impossible, but damn. I think the interesting thing about high sense is you can have a crazy game or even a couple games, and think you've really got it down and just think you're the next high sense god, just to go into the next game and you're shaking like crazy, like you're super anxious or just down to Red Bull in 5 seconds. It's crazy how volatile it can be if you're not accustomed to it. I did, however, end up landing some decent shots and getting a couple multi-kills, but it was nothing crazy. Nothing. I feel like I've done so much better in the past, and this was like very, very basic.
You want that?
One tree. Where to?
The next game I had some whiffs, but I feel like I got more unlucky than I whiffed. Whether that was not clearing angles or just getting shot from an angle I wasn't looking at the time, but all that mixed in with whiffing was just a disaster.
Oh, walked in. How do we let that happen?
However, I do think by the end of the game, my kills were getting better and better, and I felt like I was kind of feeling the sense a little bit. So not too bad for just coming back to the game and for playing on a completely higher sense than I normally play on when I do play. And at least we won this game. I'm sorry. Day 2 was similar to day 1, and I'm not going to add every whiff from every day because then the video will be too long and who wants to watch an hour-long video of whiffing? I'm just going to show you the progression of my aim over the course of these days, which in this day, I felt like it started to get a bit better. Not great, and not too comfortable yet, but definitely a bit better.
Batman.
He's right up. Great. One link, one CT. Nice.
I was trying to break or close the door.
I won. Okay, we're gonna get back. I'm flashing.
Days 3, 4, and 5, I started to heat up a bit and the kills were starting to come in. I felt crispier, cleaner, and I felt like my crosshair placement was getting a little bit better on this sensitivity. I also had Mickey Mouse on my team, apparently.
You guys like that all?
But I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel the urge to change my sense. I'm a chronic sense changer, whether it be because I saw someone else use a sense and they're pretty good or they popped off, or I just wanted to try out a new sense in general, or just straight up copium because I lost. I just changed my sense a lot. Mid-game, mid-round, even if I win I might change my sense. It's actually a disease I think, sadly. Probably uncurable. Also, the footage in days 3, 4, and 5 are shorter because some games I either just didn't have to do anything or they never hit my sight, so not much you can really do there. I was only playing 2 games a day, and I'm surprised my aim with the sense changed as much as it started to, and became more fun to play with as time went on.
Last player standing.
I'm sorry to the people or group of people who made Abyss, but I don't like this map. I fell off the map in my first round and you can fall off anywhere and the map is too big. Looks cool, plays weird.
Pirates. 3 souls. Attackers win. 1 enemy remaining.
Ew.
Here you go, Corbin. I got you, bro.
I got bomb.
1 enemy
Yep.
remaining.
120. You, 1 you.
GG. Day 6 felt like the turning point. My aim felt really good and I felt like I could peek anyone and win any gunfight, which is the polar opposite of the earlier days. It kinda sucks we had a Jet in the first game on day 6 who literally just turned off comms, quite literally ran it down. I'll never understand queuing up a game just to throw for no reason. Just go get something to eat, go for a walk, take a nap, go hang out with your girlfriend, if you have one, pet your dog, take them for a walk, literally anything but queue up and intentionally just be booty cheeks. Excellent. 1 CT, right now.
Pirates.
the corner.
Win.
The second game of day 6 was insane. I was just getting kills over and over and over again. I'm more surprised as someone who can tilt pretty hard at times that the first game didn't ruin my aim completely. If anything, it might have made it better. I felt like I was smurfing, and the scoreline would make some people think so, but if you made it this far into the video, it should be pretty obvious that I'm not. But I was definitely proud of this game, and it definitely made me realize with just a bit of time, I could definitely use the sense a lot better in the future.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. No peeking. Parasite. One enemy. Face your fears. Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Spike down A. Face your fear! One enemy
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Attackers win.
This 7 was okay, kinda mid. Sometimes they went to my side, sometimes I whiffed, sometimes I landed the shots. It wasn't too crazy of a day. Day 6 was definitely the highlight of this whole entire challenge for me, where I realized what my potential could be on a high sense if I stuck to it. Ultimately though, I enjoyed using the sense. I've used it before, but I've never stuck to it. Usually I switch to it for a game or so, and then I switch off and go bounce around between really low sense or really high sense or whatever I want to play at the time. And then usually I don't even play Valorant very consistently in the first place, so no matter what sense I use, I'm never going to be too consistent with it anyway. But this challenge definitely made me realize if I do stick to at least one sensitivity for a long period of time, I think that would help me out a lot mechanically. I was thinking of trying this same challenge with low sense as well, something I'm more comfortable with, so if that interests you, comment down below. Also, anything you might want to see or how I can make the videos better, please be sure to let me know. And as always, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. See you later.